Your favorite fighter?
Oh, come on, that one night in Dusseldorf.
Oh, shut up, bro. That was 8 years ago.
Hey, it still
years
happened.
ago.
It still happened that one night in Dusseldorf, but we're trying to have that one night anywhere. And at the moment, it's not it's not materializing. That one night, I don't know where we want to do it, but yeah, we can't really fight in the sand. You know, we're trying to fight like
the States. It's not really a
the States ain't really open like that. And then you look over Middle East ain't really open like that. And then you look at the UK. Now the problem with the UK is, as you're trying to say, you want this fight for the public, and the public should, you know, I wouldn't even want to charge them because I'm a man of the people, this, that, and the other. Turns out we need to put up record numbers.
Record-breaking pay-per-view.
We need record-breaking pay-per-view numbers in terms of the price of the fight is going to be mad.
How much you reckon they're giving us for this fight?
For everyone to get paid?
I think it might be a $39.99 thing, you know?
I think it's going to 40. Right on the $39.99 makes sense, but I think because I want to say closer to 40-50 now. Why this is it sets a precedent, and all fights after this moment, all pay-per-views will be this price. That's why, like, while it's like
you're ruining the market, bro.
The market gets ruined because everyone stops and says, "Well, he got that.
Yeah.
Why can't I have that?"
If Tyson, can you imagine you're on the matchroom side. If Tyson's getting that,
we
certainly gonna get.
We put on her, and that's how it goes. It's like football with the signings. The players before 30 million was
used to be a madness.
Oh my goodness, you signed, bro. 30 million is casual. Like it's a casual midfielder that you could get in. He might not even make a difference. He might not even make a difference in your team, right?
And no one's gonna throw that 30 mil in his face.
No one is. No, because players are getting for 70 to 80, 100 mil. Yeah. So now it just goes to show in boxing, the equivalent for this is the pay-per-view things. As you said, once the price went up for the first pay-per-view, you know, when it was like when we had the fights in the garden and stuff, because how much pay-per-views would be £15 before?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's right. $14.99.
Yeah.
Also, $19.99 every once in a while.
Then it went up, and then after there's a hurrah about like you're charging a lot more for these fights. I promise you, this is going to be the price. Whatever Fury sets now is the price going forward, which is a bit of a shame for it's a shame for just fight fans, and it's a shame because I'll come at it from this point. Boxing needs to look after itself in a better way. They don't support each other. They're very singular. Is very singular, and they're killing the sport. I'm gonna be right and fair to you. They're killing the sport, and you still get dinosaurs saying, you know, they're angry about these YouTubers making the money they make. I saw someone, proper blue tick guy saying, like, it's disgusting. We keep giving these YouTubers the space. How dare they let like Froch fight on a undercard and this, that, and the other. No, the YouTubers have built up an audience. They worked. YouTubers have been working together. KSIs and all these other people, they haven't liked each other, but they know when it's time to join forces for the greater good of their own. And in boxing, unfortunately, you don't see it. You don't see the different networks working together. You're getting sorry, I'm on a tear right now. You got Ben Shalom, yeah, who's been cutting his teeth, and he's been slapped about by everyone, fam. And what does that do? It's just helping his villain arc is coming. He ain't gonna be as nice because he stepped into the game thinking, you know what, I'm gonna be nice to everyone to hopefully get fights happen and make these things. Frank Warren's son did, Eddie's son, bro, it's sunning for fun. Now it's like, and I'm not gonna want to work with anyone. Or who does that hurt? It hurts boxing, but you don't want to hike up your prices. And then now, why are we paying that? Why are we paying that? And then to link it back, you got look at Anthony Joshua right now, and you're talking about ticket sales and this, that, and the other. Bro, boxing, the main guy that could do anything, yeah, is not selling tickets the way he needs to sell tickets. And you're telling me we lot don't need to come together and say, you know what, guys, we need to figure this out for this thing to move. You, man, I don't know what's wrong with you. Sorry, sorry, man.
You're busy,
bro.
I mean, look, it's one of those things, in it. You know, like we keep going back and forth on conversations about AJ's the cash cow. No, Fury's the cash cow. But it's like it comes down to this thing where it's like it's getting to the point where the proportions are starting to get out of control.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, as fans, like, we've been forced to be in a habit of arguing over other man's pockets. Whenever we have the best promoter conversation, these are these guys' pockets that we're talking about. We're not getting none of that. We just want to see the fights. And now it's like the negotiations, they start to sound very ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? There's certain things like, you know, look at, say, Tyson Fury situation with the Saudis. Like, I saw a video on that was quite eye-opening, actually. Now, the video basically was speculating. The guy's name was Hood Champion Boxing. Somebody in the comments tagged the video and said, "You man should take a look at this." So basically, what he's talking about, he goes, "Yeah, so you know, Tyson Fury out there in Saudi Arabia, and they're giving him an offer that, you know, is unacceptable to him." Or, you know, he's maybe heard behind the scenes what AJ took when he fought Usyk. And he's like, I want that, or I want more than that because I'm the champ, or whatever. And they're like basically saying no. Now, if you look at it on that basis, they say there's many variables to explain it. You know, he's not worth the same as AJ. He goes, but there's another factor in this, right? Now, that link with the man who shall not be named, is the reason why Fury is not able to go to America.
Boxing Baltimore.
Right? Yeah, he's not able to fight in America right now. Now, you know, when he did fight out there, he did better numbers than he's done over here. He had the backing of ESPN and these other platforms to try and make this thing as big as it could be, right? So the numbers were better. They're not like blinding numbers. Yeah, you can talk about the gate stuff, but pay-per-view is realistically how we gauge success in these things. So he's basically saying, so why would you say no to Tyson Fury to fight Usyk, the same opponent that AJ fought, and it worked out well? Usyk knows what he got or whatever he got last time. He's happy to go again. But the holdup is you now. Now, his speculation is, whilst that man down under, who, you know, the one boxing Voldemort, is in the picture, because he's saying he's still in the picture, right? Which causes a lot of issues now, because if your goal is to get into boxing is to sports wash your image, the last thing you can afford to have pop up is affiliation with boxing Voldemort.
Yeah.
So now they're like, that's even why they were so hard with the negotiations with Fury to say, that's what you're getting, bro, because the risk that comes with you is massive.
Yeah.
So, actually.
Yeah, that's interesting. You know what? As a shout out to the channel that brought that up, and because that's on some speculation king level still.
Yeah,
it's up there. Like again,
all-time great speculator.
Yeah, that's all-time great speculator. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? We might have to see him soon, you know?
Yeah.
Say, your speculations, like,
look down the line, if it makes sense. We'll take a look.
Take a look still.
I wish him well. I hope he continues to do what he needs to do. We're going to continue our route and do what we need to do.
End of the day, we're both Lions, and we both could win when it comes to we both could win. No, on a serious note, though, I the sound of that makes sense, because look, these guys are in it for the money, and I think they never wanted to U-turn and be back in the UK. Yes, we say I'm a fighter for the UK and this, that, for UK fans, and they deserve it, but it weren't really the play. It weren't really the ploy, right? Now we're here, and now who's going to get moved to the UK fans? The same, and now is that, are you who you say you are? No. And that's what is good is that now the time will allow the truth to be told, right? So when you say, listen, I'm a man of the people and I fight for the people, and the people shouldn't be charged, it should come in for free, or no, I don't believe that, right? I'm a charity. No, this is who I am. I think while we get onto AJ for not being real, sometimes I think, well, Tyson, I don't think you've been real in your time as well.
Even a long time.
Even for Usyk to say, listen, when the cameras ain't rolling, Tyson Fury is the nicest guy ever. This guy ever, bro. Just be yourself. Just be yourself. I think it will give us a lot more, and it'll be easier to stomach you, because there's so many contradictions in your movements. It's a bit weird. It's like so it's hard for people to decide. I like him as a fighter. I think, you know, as a fighter,
he's a great fighter.
In the ring, you can't talk to him. But then it's the contradictions outside the ring is just a bit weird. Like, is he too small to fight? Is he big enough to fight? Is the deadline here? Or is it not the deadline? Are you the most charitable person that take off your shoes and give to every, like, who are you then? Because sometimes then it's like, yeah, it's confusing.
Do you remember when he phoned into Talk Sport and he goes 500 mil to fight Usyk? If you want me to get in there and fight this unknown quantity, 500 mil. That unknown quantity is a massive statement, you know. That means I don't know what I'm getting into fighting this guy. I don't know what this looks like or what it feels like. I am not under the illusion that he's not taking him seriously or recognizes the threat that is in front of him.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? So, you know, there's just that side of things. But yeah, again, like as we say, just to kind of harken back to our overarching point, boxing is not taking care of itself.
They're not.
It's very wild.
They're doing damage. They're doing a lot of damage. I'm happy that other fights are being made, but they're damaging themselves, and the other product is growing.
Oh,
and
do you know what? Should we start to get specific with this division? Because other fights are getting made. No. Gervonta and Garcia signed. The only one that's an unclosed chapter is Errol Spence and Terence Crawford.
That's what
outside
I'm saying.
of that, stuff is happening.
It's not. You know, the Zone and Sky Sports, they hate each other. That's
I see what you're saying.
That's even at home. We got three entities at home on our soil that don't like each other. That
don't speak. It's mad.
That don't speak. Imagine, but we're all trying to do boxing. And we don't all have like loads of, we need to work together. Us lot, as we need to, we talking about the light heavy division. It doesn't get cracking. We got bare light heavies in this country alone. There should have been a suit. If we were all working together and wanted to make money, we could have done that super thing. You know, that contest that Cali does, super and bring them all in and say winner takes all. After that, we still get more fights. We could have done that. We could have, if the great minds in boxing said, you know what, let's push our egos to the side, come to the table and really think, how do we take this? Because the YouTubers are going to leave us behind. They are.
Yeah, they are. And you know what? I tell you what.
They're like they're at big fights. They're so happy. It shouldn't come up that he's in the house and I see the thingy. It shouldn't come up at a big fight. Now they're saying that. That's incredible.
My thing is this. My prediction is this: that what will make YouTube boxing start to really spar with real boxing is when one YouTuber starts beating boxers. Mm-hmm. Let Salt Pappy start to climb through the ranks and start beating guys. Then you say, so now you got to go to the Misfits thing as a real fighter to beat this guy.
Yeah.
And it's going to be unlike anything you've ever experienced in a real boxing space.
Yeah. And it's changing the game. Look. Travis, look at what's happened with us and where we are, like, in this space, right? Boxing-wise, we shouldn't be here chatting about boxing, right?
Yeah.
We shouldn't. Two comedians.
It's a traditional route.
No,
don't include this.
Yeah.
We should have done the Steve Bunce.
Straight to the zone. Yeah, it should be Bunce and these lot on this thing. I took us straight to the zone. Yeah, we've been, boxing know who we like. We're on YouTube. That should give you a sign of the times of how things are shifting and changing, and what people are now going for is shifting and changing. So if you lot want to be dinosaurs in the past and not embrace or not say, how do we stay ahead of the pack? You lot will see what happened. It will suffer, because now what's great about YouTubers is they don't have to make the same decisions that other men have, because they are rich. You see how much KSI and Logan Paul made? So if they decide, you know what, we're promoters now. If they decide, hey,
that's it. That is it.
Guys, we're promoters now. It's finished.
Bro, KSI literally is the promoter over there, Misfits.
Yeah. Well, exactly.
Can you imagine the boxing equivalent of that position that he holds is AJ being the promoter of Matchroom?
I'm just trying to let you understand that they can with their whole group, their horde of fans, that they've spent time and they've nurtured those relationships. They can say, everyone, we're going this way. And guess what?
We're going
that way.
When LeBron James left Cleveland and said he's going to LA, bro, so was I. I packed my bags. I said, well, NBA 2K, Cleveland Cavaliers, it's been wonderful working with this organization. We're in LA now.
And they need to understand it's not like before, because money, power, money, and what do you call it, says what the control is. These guys have got a locked in audience already. These guys have a lot of their things is locked in, loyal. So they move with, it's not, you don't have the control. You man have to really get together and say, what can we do to make this thing exciting, to keep our core audience, because it's gonna get very crazy. That's what I'm saying.
100%.
Let's do another. Yo, people, thanks for watching the Undefeated podcast. Make sure you
like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and all that good stuff, man. This is the place to be.